choose a theme, and we're going to use basic white. Tap one, tap the others, tap delete. So I've imported my planner with the background as well as a JPEG image. And to do that, you just tap on the photos icon there and you tap photo or video. If you have it saved somewhere else, you can select insert from and it will open up the files menu. I'd like to show you how to rename this file. So it says presentation and you just tap on the little arrow pointing down, tap rename. I'm going to rename this old file. I can't see because of the sun really well, but then when you're done, just tap anywhere and it's sorted. Now, if you can see, we have the white little lines here. We can easily just resize it like this so it is over the white page. But if you don't want to do that, you can go to the brush icon and turn off constrain proportions. This is like turning off the uniform tool on Procreate and changing it to freeform when you're moving and resizing. To prevent the movement, the best thing to do would be going back to the brush icon and tap in arrange and then select lock. This means we just cannot move it around no matter what we do. So I can't move it around, I can't edit it, anything at all, and that's perfect. That's just what we want. At the brush icon, go to image, tap edit mask. It's basically the easiest crop tool ever. Try not to crop right next to the shadows because we don't want it to be really sharp. We want it to look natural. Once that's done, go to arrange, lock. You don't need that anymore. Tap on the shapes and select rounded rectangle or square. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but there is a little green circle here. If I enlarge this, you might be able to actually see it. Woo, that was very big. So, okay, now it's not take the piss out of me now. So if you see this green circle here, this is to increase the roundedness. I don't know how else to explain that. You can also go to the brush icon, tap arrange, and go to the bottom where it says corner radius. Now, because the size of my shape is humongous, if I reduce it, the corner radius actually reduces as well automatically. But let's zoom in. The size I like to keep it at is usually 7, so it's still squared, but it's not sharp. Back at the brush icon, tap style, tap fill, tap no fill. Now I'm going to add a border to this so you can see what I'm doing, but you don't need to add a border. Move to the area you need it and resize it. You're going to keep resizing anyway, so go to arrange, tap on rotate. We want to be on this one where it goes by 15 degrees each time. I think it's 15 degrees or 35 degrees, I don't know. So you're going to tap the one on the right here and you are going to position this on your tab like so, and you're practically done. That's exactly how it should look like, but without the bold black line. Double tap and write down what we want that tab to be for. Now you can't really see it, so tap the brush icon, go to text, reduce the size, and tap auto size. And reduce the margin size as well. The margin size is how much space there will be between the outline of the shape and the text. So we want that to be a very small amount. Even go to 0. Auto size just lets you resize to the maximum text you've got here with the shape. If I've set my font as 29 and my auto size is on, it forces to stay within that shape. It doesn't get any larger no matter how much I make this bigger. You can see it wobble, but it won't change in size. If I turn that off, it's disappeared because, well, I have to try and get the size to fit. So that's why I usually choose a random size in case I do want to resize it. Tap on that shape, tap copy, tap anywhere else, tap paste. I did a copy and paste again because the size of this one may be different to the other ones, because my initial tab, I didn't size that properly. So now that we've done that, let's change that to March. Because March is a smaller word, it's going to fit in at a big size. So we can resize this to match the other ones. There we go. So I think size 13 is good. Tap on March, select objects, tap February, tap done, copy, tap March again, tap paste. And there we go. I'll just change that quickly. March, April. I'm not going to do the rest because you get the gist now. Once you've done all of that, now what we have to do is duplicate the page. And if you have your open page planner that we created on Procreate, you can use that over this or instead of this, which is absolutely fine. But the first thing I'm going to do is delete those. I will use an extra page that I just created earlier on, and that's so you guys can use it as well. Turn off constrain proportions by going to arrange and turning it off there. Now I am free to move it the way I like. Go to the three dots at the top right, tap settings, turn all those three off. Just don't forget to turn it back on later. That does happen, unfortunately, so you might need to go bit by bit. I'm just going to cut that bit off because the shadow looks funny and weird. Go back to your brush icon, go to style, add your shadow. The first one is my preferred option, but the second one is also good. It just adds a lot of shadow here. And it does have a little bit of shadow around the edges as well. The first one has much more subtle shadow, but also it's a bit more evened out. Duplicate until you get to however many you want. Tap on January and tap on the little arrow on the right, tap on link, tap on link to slide, and we'll select one. And then tap on February, the little arrow, and then link. And then tap 2 and so on. And I'll tap on May again, tap select objects, tap April, March, February, January. Tap done, tap copy, go back to the next page, tap on your tabs, tap paste. This pastes it exactly where it needs to be. So if you look now, that one goes to slide 1, that one goes to slide 2, and so on. Tap on your shapes and select rounded rectangle. Let's move it there. Go to the brush icon and then style. This time maybe I'll use a gradient. I'll just change the color like that because why not? I'm going to move this up here. I'll just have to check my selection guides are on because sometimes we do need it. I want to flip this around, so I'll go back to my gradient and I'll tap flip color so it turns it around for me. And then I'll tap here, for example, birthdays. And of course we can't see it yet, but we go back to the brush icon and tap text. So now I will just copy and then tap on it, tap paste, and move this here. Now what I want to do is I want this to be behind here. So I'm going to put this over it go to my brush icon, go to arrange, and this slider, I'll move it back one. So this goes behind that one, and you'll see the difference once I add a shadow. My shadow is going to be towards the right, and I'll add a shadow to this one as well, and you'll see that now this tab is in front of that one. I can just tap, select both of them, copy and tap it again, and then tap paste. And then I do the same thing with them both selected. I go to arrange and I move it back. So then both of these go behind that one. And I think I have space for one more, so I'll just do paste, delete one of them because I don't need that one. Okay, now I want to make them neater. Tap done. And then I'm going to tap distribute horizontally and then distribute vertically, and it makes it look nice and neat. It gives it the exact amount of spacing, but of course we need to edit that. Of course, you can have different colors for your gradients. You can change the style and flip them around a little bit. I'm going to delete these set of tabs because I don't need them here just yet. Go back to the first one with the tabs. Tap on each one. Tap on the little arrow, tap link. Tap link to slide 2. And tap on the next one, tap the arrow, tap link, link to slide 3. I'm going to write index. You can change that one to slide 1. You don't need to always do this, but that's just an extra option if you want to. You don't even need to have it there. You can have it anywhere on the page if you like. All we have to do now is tap, select objects, and then tap all the other ones that we want to copy and paste. Tap done, tap copy, go to the next pages, tap there anywhere, and tap paste. Tap the little arrow, tap export, and tap PDF. Now this part is very important because we want to be on this option here, which is it's a slide layout, so we'll have it exactly how we have it there. If we do this, the slides will be in a grid like this, so it will be 4 on one page. This one will be a slide on each page, but it'll have comment area, which we don't need again, and this is just like a handout, so you'll have each slide, but you don't need to include comments at all. You can also add slide numbers, name and date, but that is completely optional. I don't like playing around with that because it messes up the whole look. The important one though is include backgrounds, and the reason for that is because we used original Keynote's images or shapes, it won't show if we don't have that on. You can also select the amount of slides you want to export. That's it for this tutorial. I apologize for any background noise you may have heard. I hope this helped you in some ways. I hope you enjoyed the video.